from law enforcement and the court system as it's existed for. With that, I yield it.
Would the gentleman yield?
The question.
I would suggest as follows. There was a time and a place to have this conversation, and it was prior to the date and time that Mr. Biden was ordered to appear for testimony. And that conversation should have occurred between Mr. Biden's attorneys and this committee. It did not. And at this point, he was lawfully ordered to appear for testimony, failed to do so, and I, along with many of the others in this room, have practiced law, been in court, served as a judge, and if we do not enforce our authority to compel testimony, it is not worth the paper that it's written on. Today, we have a witness who has failed to appear. Our authority to compel testimony, it is not worth the paper that it's written on. Today, we have a witness who has failed to appear, who has flouted the authority of this committee, and indeed had the temerity to conduct a press conference rather than appearing pursuant to that requirement. The only appropriate action for us to take today is to proceed with an ultimate finding of contempt. Any subsequent conversation that we want to have about terms of testimony, how it should be conducted, when, where, all of that can be continued, discussed after we make the appropriate finding of contempt at today's hearing. With that, I yield
Would
back.
the gentleman yield?
Yield back to the gentleman from North Dakota.
The gentleman yield. Mr. Chairman, I would ask in a colloquy format